Hi, it's Rob Johnstone here with Remax and Calgary Home Pros. Today we're with Yvonne Laanstra and we're going to talk about depersonalizing your home. It's number 3 in our series of mini interviews with Yvonne. So stay tuned. Look forward to seeing you in the next production. And yeah, as I mentioned before, like, follow, subscribe, whichever, if you don't want to miss these. Talk to you real soon. Bye for now. Hi, it's Rob Johnstone here with Remax, and I am with Yvonne Laanstra from Staging Calgary.
Good morning.
Good morning. So we're going to talk a little bit about home staging, and Yvonne, I've hired her a few times and she's always done miracles with the homes that I put her to work on. And so I just want to pick her brain for a little bit. Yeah. Well, you talked there, you kind of alluded to having people feel comfortable and at home when they walk in right at the start. So that kind of, segues me into another question I had for you, because I've heard with home stagers about, this depersonalizing things, and I've always been puzzled about that, because to me it seemed like, pictures of the kids and the summer holidays and that they make people feel more at home because they know it's a family and it looks happy, and that's, can you talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. Depersonalizing means that we take personal photos away and also very personal things like collections. I compare it kind of like a hotel room. When you walk into a hotel room, in your mind, that millions of people have been there before you, but you really don't want to have a trace of that. Right? So when you walk in, you need to feel at home. So if a family has dogs and all their dogs are on photos on the wall and you really don't like the dogs or dogs in general, you won't feel at home. And when there's lots of kids, I had one client who bought her English teacher's house, and she's like, I love the house, but I almost didn't buy it because I really dislike that teacher. And so there is a connection. I always look at it from a perspective too, that your family is online, on a wall, on display. So everybody connects you with the house, and that can be a positive thing or a bad thing. I always like to take them down, because it is a personal thing. You're entering into somebody else's space.
Okay, so all right, so we go ahead and we stage the house and we take down all of our personal pictures and stuff, of Aunt Martha, and her knitting, and but whatever, we depersonalize it. So then what do you do with all those little framed squares that are on your wall? You got
yeah.
a square, right?
No, I understand. It's that can be solved in 2 ways. The best way possible that we always advise is to paint. A house that's freshly painted is such a beautiful thing because it's move-in ready, it smells fresh, it's clean, it's well maintained, and it's the least expensive investment to prepare your property for sale with the biggest impact. So the right color paint will do magic for a house. If there's one spot and painting is not in the books, replace it with a piece of art.
Could you not just write in the square Martha was here?
You could. I don't know what for effect that will have, but people will know you haven't painted in 10 years. So it's like
I had somebody suggest to save painting, to take the frames and take the pictures out and then get some graphic color wallpaper or a different picture that's not personal, put it in the frame and stick the same frame up because it fits in the same little ghost image.
Yes, yeah, that's a good solution for it. Absolutely.
As
long as it's generic.
Actually, I like the Martha was here one.
You could do that. When you sell,
Hi, it's Rob here again. Hope you enjoyed that. Yvonne, as I said, is like my favorite home stager ever. Like us. I mentioned it before. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever it takes. Don't miss these. They're really worthwhile. If you're thinking about selling, or if you know somebody that is, just scoot this link along to them and they can follow us as well. Bye for now, and we'll see you really soon.